Hi, here is a full month with Shelton with the leasing program that I am signed on till this date. I did make another video talking about from US Express to Shelton on the orientation through Bed 101. This is my first month out on the road with Shelton, so I'm gonna kind of break it down. What my experience is with Shelton and with the lease program. So I'm just gonna give you a little walkthrough of my truck real quick. Right now, I am carrying mulch. This is my first mulch job that I ever did. No, seems a little bit too tight. Do want V boards on these, but Shelton doesn't really. When you call them, they really don't really care too much about how you're doing your loads. Just make sure you're safe about it. But that one-on-one class didn't really teach you crap, to be honest with you. So you gotta watch your own back out here. Let me go back to the front of the truck. Get in my truck. I'm gonna talk a little bit more about Shelton itself, the truck and maintenance, repair, and fuel, and all that fun stuff. Yes, this is a 2017 International, about 658,000 miles on it. All right, I'm going to use my Monovo foam holder and light. This thing is absolutely a game changer. And I'll tell you, actually, if you follow my shorts, I'll tell you how I got this. Shelton, my first 2 weeks that I ran through wasn't even loads. It was just a really long orientation. Did not expect that long of an orientation. I thought it was going to be get in, get out, get on the road, stuff like that. So I'm kind of glad I did take out a small loan to cover those expenses through orientation. And I didn't even know there was even flatbed 101, to be honest with you. But a lot of stuff is a lot of common sense, but you still need to go through the flatbed 101 to get away from the DOT fines, and they're going to gripe on you, all that blah, 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 blah stuff. Anyways, so I did the orientation. I did flatbed 101. That took another week. So from orientation, they will pay you $500. That's great. It pays the bills. But what kind of messed me up a little bit with Shelton, just letting you guys know, if you go there, make sure you have money stacked. So I go through orientation, get $500. The second week we go through, like I said, repeat it again, 101 flatbed. Then I get my truck. I sign the lease program and all that stuff. Get on the road. First week out, I look at this paycheck. I'm like, what is this? This is $200. Pick up the phone, call them. Like, hey, this is $200 from 101 flatbed 101, because $500 for orientation. You figured it's the same amount of money from 101. And I was like, yeah, that's normal. I was like, damn, that sucks. Well, that's the week I was working. And my first week was absolutely hell. I didn't know nothing. Flatbed 101 doesn't even teach you about nothing but tarps. Tarping, you can throw that out the door. I tell you what you guys need to do. I still need to do this, but you guys need to run to the store, Amazon, and grab a bunch of bungees. More bungees, the more merrier. I'm telling you guys need bungees. They give you a box full, and you'll lose them, or you put them on wrong, and they fly off the interstate, and they're gone. Another thing is, that tarp is extremely heavy. Some of those shippers out there are kind of, they're a bit pushy. I get it. Your 14-hour clock's burning up, so you got to go, 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 go. But if you're a new person like I was, and I was just slagging behind, so that was my very first week on the road. So I'm kind of adding a month all together. That's Shelton. So that's my first week on the road. Second week got a little better, got a little faster. With the tarping stuff, you got to manhandle it. I'm sorry, you got to manhandle it. But throw it on your trailer, strap it down, bungee cord it down, whatever it is. I know it's getting hot right now. You will sweat your butt off, and I do. This week I just got a cooler to throw all my drinks in and all that fun jazz stuff. I'm telling you guys, you got to get it. You got to get those bungee cords. You got to get those drinks, stuff like that. Anyways, let's go on my second week. When Friday hits, when Friday hits on that second week. That's the money on my first week. That first week, okay, I looked at it. I wasn't expecting much because I know the 100% fuel charge. I was kind of worried about that. Looked at the paycheck, got it, opened it up, $1,800. I was like, oh, that's a 1099. So you got to save that 1099. But I had to spend a lot of that stuff because I had to get new headlights, My damn truck's regen right now. Hope that doesn't pick up the audio. But my truck's needing new headlights. Anything that's repairable comes out of your pocket. You do have a 10% escrow with this company. I tell you in just a second, I already used that 10% escrow, all of it my first week. Let me explain a little bit. Anyways, I got the new headlights in, whatever. Then I go on my second week, and I'm going down the road. My boost tube pops off. I pull over, had a load with me. It was just a thing still, and I open my hood. And I'm like, great, there's no clamp there. So I did have some zip ties up here. Silly me, I thought zip ties were going to hold a boost tube or boost conduit thing through the motor. It did. That's about 2 miles. Well, it blows all my damn zip lines off. Well, here I am calling Shelton. I'm like, hey, I need to get a service out here. They're like, all right, be there in a minute. Wasn't a minute. It was about 3 hours. Well, some time passed. He got there. He put the higher pressure clamp on my boost tube. He gives me the ticket. It's a $580 ticket. I do got that ticket. I'm gonna frame it up. Actually, I'll show you. Yep. For a $23 clamp. Where's it at? Right there. 500 and something, some change. Ridiculous. Make sure you guys got extra tools on your truck. Because you are technically an owner operator. Because when you pay this truck off, it is yours. You can do whatever you want to it. But anyways, yeah. So that was my rant on that. So the second week on the road, this is going to be my third one, even though, like I said, it's still a completed month through Shelton. This paycheck is not gonna. I'm probably going to see about $1,000 out of it. Boo-hoo. Oh well, though, that's still a whole lot more better than running OTR with a mega carrier. But enough jibber jabbing. I'm gonna kind of show you around my truck. What I got in here without an inverter. That is the biggest thing. I hate having trucks without inverters. So I want to show you what I did to solve that. All right. So we do have a tablet. It is actually your tablet. You can watch YouTube on it or whatever, but it is slower than dog ass. I would recommend picking up another tablet. I do have an iPad. I was thinking about putting the iPad mount on there. Just kind of FYI with this company. It is a crappy ass Samsung. But I'm going to kind of show you around my semi-truck. What I got in here without inverter. Alright, so I got a little cooler over here. This is just a cheap igloo cooler. I'm keeping water in here. I don't got anything to cook with, so it's just water and drinks. Let's see what else we got here. Some sticky notes. It's very important to have sticky notes. Yeah, it's a very clean truck. What I did install, I installed one of those blower guns. This thing is so important to have when you're flatbedding because you get so much dirt on the ground. It is unreal. Blow it out and stuff like that. So I kind of put a little curtain rod back here because I do videoing and Zoom meetings and reviews and stuff like that. So it kind of makes it a little more professional. Other than this, for a 2017 International, I do have a little small plug-in inverter right there. She is doing the job, but cannot hook my tablet up to it. This is my internet box so far. I am going to run an inverter to this truck later in the future. Yeah, guys, that's about it. My first month out in Shelton. There is the bad and the good and the ugly with this company. I haven't hit the ugly yet, but hit the bad as in hard labor and learn my lesson on not being prepared. Now it's going to make me worried. I got to go back there in my headache rack, make sure my bungee cords are there because those are the most important thing to me right now is my bungee cords. I use those so much. But anyways, guys, I'm going to get off here. I know I haven't made a post on here in a long time, and I need to post on my trucking channel. But I'm so glad that you guys stopped and watched my channel, and it makes my day, guys. But anyways, guys, I'm going to jump off here. You guys have a freaking awesome day. Later.